All right, guys, on today's Kicking It with Kenny, I'm answering 10 questions for you guys to get to know me more. And yeah, let's just get this started. What's your biggest pet peeve? I feel like I got many, depending on exactly where I'm at. But one of my pet peeves are people that wash their hands but don't dry them. Just having the water just drip everywhere. And one thing I hate is when you try to touch me. Like, that's not happening. I just feel weird, and it just grinds my gears. What's my daily routine like? Making sure to get 8 to 9 hours of sleep. And waking up, eating breakfast, having lunch, going to practice, working out, going home, just playing some video games, walking the dogs out, and just getting ready for the next day. On the weekends, I pretty much just like to chill since I'm doing work throughout the whole week. And, sometimes I might go to the farmer's market or go kayak or something like that, so that's usually what I do. Coffee or tea, early bird or night owl? I feel like I enjoy coffee more. It's not really because it wakes me up. I feel like it doesn't do any for me. I've drank coffee since I was a kid, but I just like the taste of coffee. And I'm a night owl. I do not like waking up early in the morning, so I like to have my sleep. What's my go-to comfort food? Honestly, I think my most comfort food is potato soup. My mom has made me that since I was a kid, and I really like the way that she made it. And it's just a good night that I'm gonna have after I eat a good bowl of potato soup. Who's inspired you the most and why? I think the one that's inspired me the most is my mom, just because she was single and she adopted my brother and I and 2 sisters, and just to be able to do that all by herself requires a lot of hard work and discipline. And I think that she just instilled good values into me and made me a hard worker. What's a mistake you made that taught you a lot? I guess when I was a kid, just lying. Lying is bad. Usually when you're in situations that are uncomfortable, you tend to want to fib about it. It's usually going to make your life easier just to tell the truth, even if it's hard, and that'll make everything easier for you. What's the story behind how you got started doing what you do? I've been doing track and field for a very long time, and I guess I started it just because I had ADHD as a kid. I mean, I still have ADHD now, but it was kind of a no-brainer for my mom to put me into track and field. And I also feel like track gave me a sense of freedom just because I didn't have much control in my life when I was going through the adoption process. And I just had a lot of fun with it. So started at a young age and got good enough to become a professional and be an Olympian. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be and why? I feel like I would love to go live in Switzerland. Just being there for some of the races and being able to actually travel to the mountains and just sightsee. It's just very, very beautiful place, very peaceful, very quiet. I would love to live there. It's too expensive right now. What's your biggest fear or weirdest phobia? For me, I guess my biggest fear is the fear of failure. That's failing in any task that I try to achieve. I've always strived for excellence, and my biggest fear is always just not attaining the goal that I want to achieve. What's on your bucket list right now? I think one of the bucket lists, I want to do skydiving. That's something that's very scary, but I think it would be fun. It would be one of those things where I jump off the plane, I'd be nervous as hell, probably scream my head off. But after the first go around, I'll be like, okay, let's do it again. But that's something I definitely want to try because it looks interesting. And I think that's it.